Hey gang, in today's episode I'm going to take you through what I normally do on one of my weekly pool service visits. So what do you say we dive right in? Okay, so real quick, this is my truck. What I have in my bucket, I always have a brush. This is a combo brush, so it has metal and nylon bristles. Remember, you don't want to use one of those if you have a pool with a vinyl lining, like an above ground pool or something with a fiberglass lining. This is for plaster and pebble tech style pools, etc. I have this handy dandy tool, which is fantastic. Helps me lift skimmer lids without getting my fingers in there and possibly getting bitten by or stung by a spider or scorpion, and like that, and also helps me break free the lids of pump baskets. And these are my tongs that I use for my chlorine tablets. And then I have my net that I have and my pole. So I'm going to grab this stuff and head in back. Okay, I am here at my pool, and the first thing I do is just kind of observe the pool. And I am going to first and foremost take my Aqua Check Pro Test Strips, pull one out, and I'm going to test the chemistry. So I'm going to dip my test strip into the pool, pull it out. Remember, I'm going to give it about 15 seconds. And as we're looking at it, I'm comparing it to my chart. Remember, I'm going the way I'm holding it. And so I've got pretty good chlorine, free and available total. My pH is a teeny bit high, but it's been a little longer than 15 seconds. My alkalinity is pretty good. So we're in good shape. So that's the first thing I'm going to check, and we're good on that one. And since I'm right here, I'm going to open up my skimmer basket. Now I noticed, my skimmer lid, I don't see any webbing in there, so it looks like it's pretty safe. So I'm just going to flip this open, and there's a skimmer basket. I'm going to take that out, and I have a rock in this. That's a little hack, because sometimes if you have a skimmer basket that doesn't stay down, put a little river rock in it, and it'll hold it down. Just make sure that rock doesn't fall into the empty sump there, because it'll get clogged in the hole. So I take my skimmer basket, empty that out, and then I head back to the equipment. Okay, I'm back here in the equipment, and this is the salt system, and I'm not going to go into detail about that. I will do a series on salt cells. Just as an FYI, this is the third salt cell this guy has had in his pool since I've been working on his, servicing his pool. And again, like I said, they don't hold up very good in the weather out here. This is his motor. There's his cartridge filter. So what I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is I want to check and empty that pump basket. So I flip open this. In this case, this is a Hayward dual speed motor. So I hit the stop resume button, and the red light comes on. That tells me it's safe. I'm going to open this. Usually I use both hands, but I only have one hand free, so you kind of break this free, pop it off, and look at all that debris, because we had some major storms, as I said before. So I'm going to empty that out. All right. Remember, the reason I turned that pool to stop, resume, or to stop is so there's no chance of that filter coming on when I'm about to do this. Okay, so then I also checked the impeller, which is inside here. On the low side, there's the high side, water comes in. The low side, where the water goes up in, passes through the impeller and up into the filter. I check in here to make sure there's no debris. There's a little bit, not really much. There's a couple, not too bad. So we're pretty good. Then I'm going to put the pump basket back in. Notice I got to make sure it fits into the right way. There's only one way it fits in. Then I'm going to snug the lid on. There we go. Coming back to the filter, the pump motor. Now I can push that stop resume button again. That red light goes off, and then I'm going to set it to quick clean. Quick clean basically overrides the auto programming, and it overrides it for an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how the quick clean is set, and allows the pool to run after I've brushed it all down, so that the debris that maybe, or dirt that I brush off of the sides of the pool, will actually get eliminated or get sucked into the filter. And then this thing, when it's on quick clean, it will then go directly to, after it's done with a quick clean program, it'll go back to its regular automatic program. So I hit quick clean, pump will start to fire up. You'll hear it in a second. There it goes. And it'll kind of go through its process. It'll prime, and I know this will prime. I'm going to let it sit here so you can hear this. So right now it's running. See, it's starting to pull water, but if you listen to it, you can really hear when it fully primes. So just listen, and you'll hear the change. Takes a few seconds for this thing to get going. see in there. See the water's filling up. So here we go. And then this basket will fill up. Okay, now that I've gone back to the equipment, I've got the pool up and running. I'm going to get my brush, put it on my pole, and brush around the sides and the steps of the pool. Okay, the brushing is done, and now I'm going to do my final thing, which is basically take my net out, and I'm going to net off any excess debris. In this case, this pool has a lot of palm tree seeds that are falling off because the seeds are going nuts. So I'm going to net all those out. So folks, that's basically how I service a pool on a weekly basis. That's probably how you can service your pool at home. Again, this is for a cartridge filter, not a sand or DE filter. If it's a sand or DE filter, you'd be backwashing it accordingly based on my other videos on how often you might want to backwash those things. But again, just to reiterate the steps, I test and balance the chemicals. That's number one. And then since I'm right there by the side of the pool, I'll empty the skimmer basket, careful not to get my fingers in there if I think that there's webbing in there, because that could mean a spider or something not so nice. That's why I use this little tool right here. Okay, so that's the second thing. Third thing, I go back and I empty the pump basket, making sure that there's no way that that pump is going to turn on when I'm emptying the basket. Right? Come back to the pool. Next step, I brush down the sides and the steps of the pool while the filter is running. I always run equipment when I service a pool just because any dirt that I knock off from the sides of the pools, I want the filter to be able to pull that out. Okay? And then the last thing I do is I net out any surface excess debris. And again, with the storms we've had, some of my pools are pretty messed up. That's pretty much it, folks. It's that simple to take care of your pool. If you do this on a weekly basis, take care of your pool is really not hard at all. So there you have it, my friends. I hope this video was helpful and it made a lot of sense to you. Please remember to like and share and subscribe. And if you have any questions, again, you can post them in the comment section below this video, or you can email them to me at kennypoolschool@gmail.com. It should appear right down here, kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great day. Remember, be safe, have fun, and always, always, always watch your kids around water. I'll see you next time.